Welcome back to tonight. It's time for another manga chapter review. Brand new one today. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This week I am releasing new manga chapter reviews. I decided I was going to do that this week. This is going to be one that is not from Shonen Jump. Most of the ones that I'm releasing are from Shonen Jump, and my first impressions on them, but this one's actually one that I do want to continue reading and reviewing. There is quite a bit of chapters on it already out, so I will have quite a bit of weeks to review for it. I do release only one per week, and it's called Smiley. Here it is. It looks kind of dark, but I mean, it's kind of glary, but it's because I need to have this as dark as possible so you guys can see it. So it is a very interesting one, to say the least. It's really, really weird. I like those type of series, and I was looking for one that it was still kind of releasing. This one is still releasing, and it looks like it's still releasing like bi-weekly, so it'll take a while for us to catch up, but also it hopefully will release for a bit, and we'll have something to review for a bit. So, and I say that because some of the ones that I've been reviewing, like Dead Rock and Lonely Castle in the Sky, Lonely Castle in the Mirror, all those, I have to wait. I have to wait for the next ones to release, and just, it's a bummer, but it is what it is. So, we get the story of this newspaper guy, and that's going to be our main story. Now, before anything, I almost forgot, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I have quite a bit of chapter reviews here, like I said, from Shonen Jump and other places as well, so if you're looking for new stuff or stuff that's releasing, this is probably the best place to do it. Make sure you subscribe, give some love, check out my other stuff like anime reviews, first impressions, reactions, manga reviews, light novel, all that stuff. It's here, so check it out. There's some awesome playlists in my description below, as well as a place to buy cheap manga and light novels. Okay, let's talk about Smiley. So we follow the story of this guy. He is essentially a newspaper dude. He is a little bit antisocial, and hasn't been doing too well in the work. Like, his boss is dogging on him that he brings crappy work and stories, and the only thing that's really protecting him is that they have someone worse than him in the workforce working with them. So at the very least, he's not the very worst. He's just worse than he used to be. So he goes home. We don't know much about what's going on with his life until kind of later on in the middle. But before that, we get this whole weird scene, and this is where it just gets crazy and crazy. These two people visit him. Now, if you live in the U.S., you know that we get visited quite a bit by the Jehovah's Witness community and religious group, right? Most Christians don't consider them Christian. They are their own cult in a way, and we get visited by them quite a bit. This is kind of the same thing. They're visiting him. They want him to learn more about their cult, and he's like, get away. I mean, he starts cussing at them, and they don't budge. Like, they don't even let him close the door, which is creepy. And then he even shoves the door on their hand, almost sprains a finger or maybe breaks a finger, and they don't bat an eye. Like, when he opens the door, they're laughing, and they're like, it's okay. We believe in just laughing it out or something like that. And that just kind of freaks him out, and he takes the pamphlet. Now, the pamphlet, he notices a girl in it, and this girl is what seems to be his wife. Now, we don't know a lot. There is just this, right? We see a picture of them and then a picture of her daughter in this black frame. I don't know much really from the story itself, but from what I can tell, the daughter's probably dead. We don't know why, but she's probably dead because that looks like a memorial placement of a picture. That's usually how they put them in Japanese cultures. And the mom probably ran away and went to this cult. So he explains to his boss that he's gonna be doing this research on this. The boss is like, let it be. Don't pry into stuff that you shouldn't pry into. Like he looks like very serious, and he's like, no, like I have other reasons too. And he basically, again, he's getting red flags. First of all, creepy people that invite him to this place, but second of all, his boss is telling him don't pry into this stuff, and he's like, no, I need to go. And obviously it's because of his wife or girlfriend, whatever, wherever she actually is to him. And yeah, he gets basically into the group. He merges into the community, and his goal is to find his wife. Now you can kind of see that they're about money. Like that's something that they're into, and most cults are all about that, right? They're about money. Not all cults. I think the ones that survived are not heavily on money, but they, at the end of the day, they kind of still are. This one is, and they tell him that they have a special thing for him, and he goes into this room, and they're all shouting "Father Shonen," and essentially it's like the cult leader, right? He shows up, everyone is excited, and he's like, let's do what we know best, or something like that. Let us get to know each other, connect with each other, and laugh, is what he says. And we get this horrific scene of just people laughing left and right. Very creepy. And he himself is saying that what is so funny, why people are laughing, so on and so forth. It almost makes you feel like he's almost getting tricked into laughing as well. But the chapter just also ends with him saying that the smiles make him feel sick. So that's the end of chapter 1. Weird as heck, but it's a good series. I hope it's longer than what it's, that it's portraying to be. Hopefully some of these are like 2-3 volumes only. Hopefully it's a little bit longer than that, but 2-3 volumes is still quite a bit, especially being that the first volume says that there's 8 chapters to it. So we'll have to see. I'm excited to see what happens next, guys. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing, and I will see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.